Hi students, we are moving for the second topic of our sixth module. Okay, the natural language understanding problem. That is, we have already discussed about natural language processing. Okay, part of that is a natural language understanding. Okay, there is some problems we have to face when we are trying to do the natural language understanding. That is what I am going to discuss in this video. Okay, introduction. As we are communicating with natural language, whether as text or a speech, depends heavily on our language skills, knowledge of the domain of interest, and expectations within that domain. Understanding language is not merely the transmission of words, it also requires inferences about the speaker's goal, knowledge, assumptions, as well as about the context of the interaction. That is, when we are trying to understand something which is written in natural language, the most requirements are inference about the speaker's goal. That is, what is the goal of the speaker? What is the intention of the speaker? We should have to know about it. Then the knowledge of the speaker. Then the assumptions that is made by the speaker. Also about the context of interaction. What is the purpose of the interaction? We have the idea about these four things clearly, then only we will get the correct idea, that is idea conveyed by the sentence. Okay, hope you got it. Then we are moving for an example. Okay, consider an example. Consider an example. The following line from Shakespeare's sonnet. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day, thou art more lovely and more temperate? Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a day. By reading this, we can say that it's here the simply understanding the word by word meaning, we will get the entire meaning of the sentence. We can't do that because it has some other literal meaning also, so we have to treat it well. That is, when we are trying to understand something in natural language, we have to consider the every aspect of the natural language. Okay, that is, if we are considering something like this, that is an art form or something like that, then we have to consider more about it. Okay, then here some problems are there. Instead, we must there are some issues we have to consider. First one is, what was Shakespeare's intention in writing this poem or writing this stanza? Okay. We must know about human love and its social convention to begin to understand these lines. That is necessary to understand these lines. So then only we will get the intentions. Okay, or we can confused, or was the Shakespeare just trying to get something to his publisher so he could pay? What is actually happening here? We have to understand clearly. Here actually the first thing is happening, that is about love and its social convention is discussing. But there is other way also, that Shakespeare is trying to get something else. We have to clearly understood what's actually going on here. The second thing is, why did Shakespeare compare his beloved to a summer's day? There is also two possibilities. Does he mean that she is 24 hours long and can cause sunburn? Other thing is, or that she make him feel the warmth and beauty of summer. There are two possibilities. Then we have to decide which one is we have to take from these lines. Okay, third one is, what inferences does the passage require? That is, Shakespeare intended meaning does not reside explicitly in the text. So we have to infer using metaphors, analogy and background knowledge. That is, we have to consider his writings and we should have some knowledge about it. Then only we will get the inference. Okay, inference of the passage. Then fourth one is, how does metaphor shape our understanding. The words are not mere references to explicit object such as blocks on a table. The poem's meaning is in the selective attribute of properties of a summer's day to the beloved. Okay, which properties are attributes and which are not, and all above. And above all, why are some properties important while others are ignored? We have to consider all these things, then only we will get the correct idea of this stanza or paragraph. Okay. Then last one is, must a computer-based text-to-speech system know something about the iambic pentameter? That is the part of a poetry. Whether the computer-based text-to-speech can convert it to a correct meaning. How could a computer summarize the poem? That is, how could a computer will get the knowledge what is this poem is about? Then we have to consider the different parts of these things. Then only the basic text-to-speech system cannot convert this natural language to its corresponding meaning. These are the problems that we are going to face in this natural language understanding. Okay, then there is solution is actually simple, but it's complicated also. We cannot merely chain together the dictionary meaning of Shakespeare's words and call the result understanding, because it's useless. We can't say that. Okay, instead we must employ a complex process of computing the word pattern, parsing the sentences, constructing a representation of semantic meaning, and interpreting this meaning in light of knowledge of the problem domain. That is, we should have this correct idea of the problem domain. Then only we can interpret the correct meaning from the stanza. Okay, we can't take the word by word meaning. Here we need to capture the word pattern and also the sentence meaning, then constructing the semantic meaning. Then only we will get the correct meaning. Also, we should have considered the problem domain also. Then the correct meaning can be produced. Then issues in understanding. Actually, here we have already seen that. Issues in understanding. There are three major issues involved in understanding languages. Okay, that is, when we are considering the natural language understanding, there are mainly three things we need to discuss. First one is, a large amount of human knowledge is assumed. That is, the system should have idea about the human assumed knowledge. That is, language acts describing relationship in an often complex world. There will be lots and lots of relationships. The system should have the knowledge of this relationship. Then only the relationship between two words can be understood and it can be converted into a correct meaning. Second one is, language is pattern based. That is, there are phonetics, then words and sentence. Okay, phonemes are components of words. Words makes phrases and sentences. That's we know about it. Then communication is impossible without a rather constrained use of these components. That is, the correct combination of this component will produce a correct communication. Then only we will get the correct idea. That is the second thing we have to consider in the language understanding. Then the last one is, language acts are the product of agents, either human or computers. Okay, agents are embedded in complex environment with both individual and sociological dimensions. So we have to consider that also. That is, the agent have some extra ideas or their own views. Then we have to consider that also to convert the natural language to its corresponding idea. Okay. These are the things that about the problems of natural language understanding. Hope you got it. Thank you.